One time, one of my coworkers told me, "Wow, Dillon, I feel like life is going so great for you right now." I said, "Yeah, it's because I make life go great for me. I do all the hard things. I do what's necessary in order to make everything I need fall into place. I go to the gym even when I don't want to. I I can I hit my calories whether I'm bulking or dieting even when I don't want to. I even go to the ice rink even when I don't feel like it because I know that once I get there, I'm still gonna have a great time, you know? You see this key tag right here? Now, this is from when I lived in Cleveland, Texas, and I still have said key tag because it's a reminder of my first year of progress, you know? Every time I look at it, I get reminded of where I came from. It's almost the same concept as, well, my before photos, like the one that I keep pinned on my iPad home screen. Now, I love this gym, Prime Iron. I wish I could still go there. Well, technically I can, but it's an hour away. But if you're ever in the northern Texas / Cleveland area near Grand Parkway, go check this place out. I was always excited to go, whether I was tired or full of pre-workout. I was always amped to the best of my ability. And I was talking to one of my friends in the gym yesterday, and he was like, "Dillon, you talk so freely in front of the camera, how do you do it?" I'm like, honestly, I don't know. I mean, it's a skill, I guess. Everything's a skill. Like, if you go watch my first YouTube video compared to now, it's a whole lot different. A lot has changed, and I've only been doing these videos for a little over 2 months, And I've woken up and I've had days where I don't feel like making a video, but I make it anyway. I've had days where I do make the video and I feel like it's subpar, but I post it anyway. And what's funny is those videos where I'm like, I feel like I could do better, or I feel like it's not my best. It's always those videos where I get the response that somebody tells me, "Dillon, thank you. This is exactly what I needed to hear." And then it reinforces my good habits, of doing things even when you don't want to. That's technically the definition of discipline. Now, 99.9% of the time, I'm always excited to grab a tripod. But, every once in a while, I don't feel like going to the gym. I don't feel like hitting my calories. I don't feel like making a YouTube video. But doing whatever it is you don't feel like doing, once you do it, you're always glad you did it, Like I say, I've never left the gym unhappy. Never. Now, in my current state right now, we're still in that competition for the Mr. Health and Fitness magazine. So go to my Facebook and click the link. It's pinned at the top of my page. Votes by donation are doubled until tomorrow. So if you feel so inclined to pay for votes, they will count as double. But other than that, I'm glad of who I've become throughout the whole process and who I continue to be and who I continue to become. My uncle sent me this thing, and it said, "Sometimes
who you become while you're chasing your goal is better than the goal itself. And that's true, you know. The mental fortitude I have now, the confidence, all the other goals that have kind of found me, all the other opportunities, all of those almost outweigh being fit and having a six pack. So if you want to change, I'm the proof right in front of you that you can change. Everyone's first assumption when they see my stretch marks is, wow, Dillon, you must have used steroids and blew up a little too fast where your skin couldn't keep up. And I'm like, no. Every stretch mark on my body is from when I used to weigh 280 pounds and be over 40% body fat. And would I get rid of them? No. Because, well, to me, they're iconic. They're a symbol. Just like this key tag, you know? So, when you're on your journey, make sure you keep reminders. Make sure you make reminders. One thing that I wish I would have done is I wish I would have taken more progress photos. And I think that goes for everybody. Now the difficult part is you have to take the progress photos when you haven't reached your goal yet. I mean, looking back, every photo of me where I was fat was never taken by me. I used to hate the camera. You know, one of my subscribers can't even believe that I was ever shy, but I was, you know. And now I'm extremely extroverted. I walk around. I used to have a really bad RBF. If you don't know what that is, it's considered a resting bitch face. Everyone used to think that I was pissed off all the time, that I was always angry. And I was like, no, it's just my face. And I used to kind of just accept it, like, all right, I guess I look angry all the time, whatever. And then I realized it doesn't even have to be this way, because all I had to do was smile, you know. I realized that it wasn't that difficult to just walk around with a smile. You know, you don't have to be like this all the time, you know. Your cheeks will start to hurt, but there's no reason for the corners of your mouth to point down. And if you ever tell me that you don't have a reason to smile, I could probably find you at least 3 reasons why that's not true. I'm sure if you look around, you always have a reason to smile. It depends on your perspective. You can always have a reason to frown, and you can always have a reason to smile. However, in my opinion, smiling feels a lot better. And another thing is, I've kind of learned that smiling's contagious. Next time you're out in public, just smile at people. Not only does it make you feel good, but they might need it. You know, when you smile, it automatically releases the endorphins that make you happy. You know, things like dopamine and oxytocin. And so therefore, when you smile at somebody and they smile back, you instantly have just made their day better without them even realizing it. You know, they could have been having a shit day, you know, and then you smile at them, and then they got a nice dose of oxytocin, and now their day is that much better just because of you, just because of one action you did. You know, it's kind of like how I say small habits make big changes. So keep stacking small habits and then just wait for the big changes, because it'll happen. And the proof of that is sitting right in front of this camera. Now, for the live stream, if you're watching this, I'm going to try to live stream at the rink. I don't if I'm not able to live stream at the rink, I won't be able to live stream when I get home because I gotta go to bed early. Because on Sunday I have bar training, so I have to go into work at like 9. So I have to go to bed early, and it's my first day of bar training. So I want to make sure that I get some optimal sleep when I go for that. But that's all I got for today. I'll talk to you guys tomorrow. All right.